So it's a new tax year, which means the government has given us a new £20,000 that we could put into our stocks and shares ISA. And I have been incredibly fortunate to be able to max out my stocks and shares ISA for 6 years running. That is actually absolutely crazy to me. That is a deposit total of £120,000. Sounds crazy to think that. But of course, as I've said in previous videos, that's not actually £120,000 from my bank account, from my wages or anything like that. I started investing back in 2021 and I was making less than £30,000 per year. So yeah, there's no way I could have afforded £20,000 per tax year. I explain it in a different video, but essentially I have been using a general investment account or general investment accounts and then gaining profit on that and then stuffing it into my stocks and shares ISA. So I'm really fortunate, and this is not very normal, but I have once again maxed out my stocks and shares ISA. Now, did I choose Trading 212, which is probably my favorite platform if you have been watching these videos? I actually did not. Neither did I use Trading 212 last year, but this has nothing to do with Trading 212. It's the fact that I do like to try out different brokers. So this year I decided to lump £10,000 into one stocks and shares ISA and another £10,000 into another one. So let's go into the first platform. Okay, so here we are. This is a very odd looking platform if you have not seen it before. This is called IG and it is the app called IG Invest. I'm pretty confused with the platform already because they have a website and apparently they have more than one app, but I'm using the IG Invest app. And honestly, this compared to something like Trading 212 is a lot harder to use, but I actually really like it just because I do like a bit of trading in the market, which I do not ever recommend. But as you can see, this is my IG share dealing account and currently I have over £21,000 in here. This is going to help me max out my stocks and shares ISA for next year. I mean, I could just leave it here in cash and then max it out, but I would like to get a few £1,000s in profit before I do that. And of course, the capital gains tax allowance is £3,000. So I'm going to try to get £3,000 in profit and then just use this money as something that grows as a buffer to be able to max out my stocks and shares ISAs in the future. I've talked about this many times on my videos before. I don't go with the conventional way of doing things, which is probably a lot better, but for some reason I have chosen the more difficult route. Currently I'm actually all in cash, which is interesting to say the least because right now we are at all-time highs, but who knows what's going to happen. At the moment the market's pretty fickle. So this is my IG ISA, which is the stocks and shares ISA, and I put in £10,000 into this. As you can see, my account value is already £10,006, so I've made £6 so far, and it's pretty much very similar to the share dealing account. It's just a bunch of buying and selling essentially, but you can long-term invest within an IG account, and of course, it being a stocks and shares ISA, it kind of is made for that. I really like the platform. Just a heads up, this is not an affiliate sponsored video or anything like that. IG haven't really reached out to me, although if you're watching this, reach out to me. But I'm making this video just for the sake of it. I want to get back into making videos just for the sake of it. And I actually do think that IG is a decent platform definitely for trading, and as a long-term investor it might be a decent platform if you can get through how different it is to, let's be generous and say different, because it's a bunch of just numbers essentially. Let me just give you an example. Now let's say I wanted to invest into the VWRL, so I'd go into trades and press the magnifying glass. There might be another way, this is just how I learned it. So go into trades and then type in VWRL, and as you can see it does come up. What I have to do is to go into it. Remember, this is all text based essentially, there are no graphs until we actually press into it. You can see there's a graph. The graph is just a candle graph. It doesn't seem like there is a way we can actually change this. Let's see what happens if we press the pen button. Nothing happens, but yeah, it's candlesticks right now and it is on a day candlestick. So yeah, pretty hard for the average person to understand what's going on, especially because things do move quite quickly when the markets are open. But anyway, if I wanted to buy, I could go at the bottom and press 130.2, which is again really weird. That's the amount in pounds and pence that you can buy the VWRL. You can see there's two ways of buying it. The first one is at quote. So that's the market order, how you would see on Trading 212. What most people buy. I try to avoid this because there are sometimes differences between the market order that you think you're buying and the market order that you actually get. Of course, because the stock market is a market and IG are the people in the middle trying to get you your shares, and it won't always hit at 130.2, for example. Now, what I like to do is on exchange, so you can actually put in the number of shares you want, for example, 20, and then how much you want to buy it for. For example, if I want to buy it for £125, that's well below the current price. All I then have to do is to confirm the number of shares and the order level, and then just press confirm order. And when the market opens and those shares are available for that price, there's no guarantee it's going to hit that price. As you can see, the buy and sell price right now is the same, indicating incredibly thin spreads, if none at all. That might change based on what you are buying, but yeah, the IG platform, in my opinion, isn't really suitable for beginners, but you can definitely make it work, and it does have incredibly low fees. For example, no commission on most things. Always check the terms and conditions. Don't just think that there is no commission and that there will be no fees. There's usually always some fees somewhere down the line. For example, ETF fees if you're buying this particular fund. In either case, I like the platform because I like these advanced features. It's worked for me. I've used it on the share dealing account. I put in £21,000 because I liked it. Previously, I had used Trading 212 as my general investment account to carry out these trades. It worked well, but I think IG is definitely much faster, and the amount of granularity you have in terms of, like, if I want to set an order for 125.1, I can do that very easily. Confirm order. So if I go back to the main screen, this is all you get. You get trades, you can check explore at the bottom, you can check markets. Again, this is all text based, not really graphical. If I go into trades, you can see I have orders and I have positions. So I have no open positions right now. If I press on where it says IG ISA, you can see my running profit and loss, and that only operates when you actually have an open position. So you can see your trailing profit and loss. So that's pretty cool. You can see if you're up and down currently, and if you close your position in profit, then of course it's going to go into your account value. Again, I don't want to explain too much in this video. The thing I will say, if you are looking to invest into IG as your main stocks and shares ISA, is that there are currently no fractional shares. So for example, with the VWRP, it will be around £130, and if you have a spare £120, unfortunately, you can't put that into the market, and that could be a big deal breaker for many people. For me, it's not that big of a deal. Now, no one will believe me if I say that my next stocks and shares ISA is actually with FreeTrade. I've actually come full circle here because my first ever stocks and shares ISA was with FreeTrade, I believe, if it wasn't Vanguard, but I do believe FreeTrade was my first proper stocks and shares ISA. And then I moved away from them because they increased their fees. But now their fees have gone back to where they were. They are actually pretty amazing. I have a general investment account with them. I have a SIP with them with a value of over £15,000. And yeah, I'm happy that they made their ISA free. They made their SIP free. And they also have a junior ISA. Remember, this is unsponsored. No one's paying me for this. There's no referral link to either of these platforms on here. I'm just making the video for the sake of it. Really late at night, I might add. But anyway, I put in £10,000 into FreeTrade and £10,000 into IG. And yes, I am aware that they are owned by IG. IG has recently purchased FreeTrade, so technically they are all under the same company. But either way, FreeTrade is miles and miles easier to use than IG, a lot easier. As you can see, it's a very graphical menu. You get to see your portfolio. I'm actually up by £30, and again, I'm all in cash. I'm pretty crazy. Don't actually take any of my advice for anything. But as you can see, up by £30, all cash. I'm hoping to put it into the market soon. So FreeTrade, I can definitely once again recommend them because they are very easy to use. In my opinion, it is as easy, if not easier, to use than Trading 212, might I dare say. If you go into the Discover tab, what I really like is that your recently viewed actually has a graph on it. So the UI is one of the best, if not the best, out of the game. I do have notable mentions to Lightyear and Trading 212 who have amazing UIs. FreeTrade has a bunch of free ETFs. When I say free, I'm talking about there's no commission, but there will be ETF fees. They also have a bunch of US stocks, although I wouldn't recommend investing in US stocks on FreeTrade. Definitely move over to either Trading 212 or Lightyear for that, as they have lower FX fees. The thing is, with FreeTrade, you can pay more to reduce your FX fees, but it's still higher than Trading 212's. So if you are a long-term investor into just ETFs, then yeah, FreeTrade makes a lot of sense, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. just ETFs. Now, if you're wondering why I have so many different stocks and shares ISAs, my main one is with Trading 212, and then I have a bunch of other satellite stocks and shares ISAs. I have over £40,000 in different stocks and shares ISAs. Then I have the £20,000 in that general investment account over at IG. The goal is to have cash as much as possible because I might actually just spend it. I'm looking to potentially buy a house, so I can't really be invested into the market long term anyway. And if I can make a few trades and make a bit of money, and let's say I bought an all world and the price shot down, then that's it. That's me locked in for many years, and then I'm going to have to find money elsewhere. But for now, having cash is actually pretty decent for me because that means I have a lot of liquidity. I can go and buy a house if I wanted to. I really do want to avoid a mortgage, and right now where I live, with the amount-ish that I have plus a bit more, I could potentially buy a house outright. So if you're wondering why I have so much cash, that is one of the big reasons why I have cash. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.